So I knew somebody that collected a lot of like the McDonald's Happy Meals toys. I don't eat at McDonald's, but the person's like, hey, give this to the children in the village. I'm like, sure, great idea. Toys for the village, right? And literally my handbag on the plane trip back was just those toys. That's how many it was. They'd collected that many Happy Meal toys. I went to the village, went to it was one of the sheikh's children. He came by. I was like, here you go. Just came back, go distribute these. Well, they take a very conservative stance on those that being three-dimensional figures, that they don't want those type of toys in the village. And so a couple days later, I heard, and they said, yeah, Murabit Haddamin, Sheikh Haddamin, he saw one of those toys, and it was funny because you remember Rugrats? There was one kid with like a big head. So my friend said he was with the Sheikh when one of the kids came with like the little Rugrat thing, and imagine this is a person. I was there when he first saw Raisins. Like that's how remote he is so then he sees the little Rugrat character, and to him it's like, three-dimensional image. We don't want those toys. And so he told one of he said, go throw it in one of the canyons. So he collected up all the toys and threw it into one of the canyons. So I was so happy, to bring these toys, and I gave up everything that I could have carried in my carry-on luggage, and I felt so bad that now I've insulted the sheikh and the people of the village, and they had to carry it up to one of the canyons and dump all the toys into the canyon. So I went to Sheikh Haddamin, and after my dars, and it was very awkward for me because I knew that this had just happened yesterday, and I felt really bad, and I asked him to come close, and I apologized. I said, I'm sorry I brought these to the village. He said, no, Ram. He said, your intention was very good, and you get reward for that intention. He said, it's just that we don't prefer this type of toy in our village he explained the reasons. And then he taught me another lesson that later I read it in one of the books, but I learned it in that interaction. He said, the ulama of Ahl Sunnah discussed this. Like if a person does an action that has an element of good and an element of bad in it, is it all bad? And so they said, no, we don't negate that good status they did from having we can look at two separate things. That situation, he's like, your intention was good. And that relieved me so much.